Hey, what is happening, world? Good morning for those of you in Australia, and good evening, afternoon, wherever else you're joining in from. It's Anthony Chansmith here from Simple Creative Marketing, and we're going to be talking about how to use AI to speed up writing social media posts. Okay, so if you are struggling with writing LinkedIn posts, tweets, Facebook updates, whatever it may be, and you want to be more consistent with that, then stick around because I'm going to show you something that is super amazing, a tool that I've been playing with for the last couple of weeks, and it's just made my life so much more easier, just by being able to use this to do my content. So thanks for joining in and checking this out. If you're watching the replay, just type replay into the chat here, and that way I know, but also it actually helps with the algorithm and actually getting this video in front of more people who could use this information. Okay, so let's get into it. I will just do a quick share of my screen here. Okay, let's do that. We want to pull this over here and pull this over here. Okay, so let's start with this. Just bear with me while I get my Chrome stuff going on. Okay. All right, so here it is. You can see my LinkedIn content plan. Okay, so like all good content strategists, you want to have some kind of plan. If you're a content marketer and you want to be consistent, first place you want to start is actually have some kind of plan. All right, and I've got an article all about creating content strategies and things like that, but I will just share with you here. This is my quick and simple LinkedIn content plan. It's basically each day of the week, what theme, right? So I talk about business strategy. Typically, example is copywriting or business writing related topics, ideas on how to help small business owners to get better results with their content marketing. All right. On Tuesday, I'm doing a community shout out or some community building post where I feature someone, I mention someone, or that I've got a relationship with, or someone cool I've just met, or someone that I'm following and something that I've read or appreciate from them. I'll do that on a Tuesday. On Wednesday, it's promo day. So typically that's a podcast interview that I've been on someone else's podcast, I've been featured on that, or I'm demoing a tool that I'm using like today, right? So this is a demo here, or maybe it's a blog post that I've written as a guest post somewhere, or even on my own website, okay? And Thursday, we've got the Authentic Influence podcast / video. Typically, this would be actually a video upload, which is why I've got it as video, and that's a live, a live interview. Still waiting for LinkedIn to approve my LinkedIn Live application, but for now, it's basically snippets of past interviews I've done with guests and experts. And then Friday, I'm doing a weekly reflection or motivation post, typically talking about one thing I've learned this week. And I just want to get behind the scenes and let people know into my world a little bit there. So you're starting off with your content themes and ideas. And the reason I wanted to show you this is because before we get into the writing piece, we want to know what are we actually writing about, right? And this just makes it a lot easier once you have a plan and okay, it's Wednesday today, tomorrow I'm doing a video, Friday I'm doing a motivation or reflection post, Monday I'm doing business strategy, and so you can go, okay, I'm going to do some writing about these things. And there's two ways to do it. One, you can do it day by day like me, or you can, hey, we've got someone just joined. Hello, just say hello in the chat. I would love to know, do you have a content plan for your, do you have what you're seeing on the screen here? Do you have your daily themes mapped out like this? And do you know exactly each day what you're going to post, what you're going to write about? Have you already got that? I'd love to know from you. Just let me know in the chat. And so this is where we start. We start with our daily themes and ideas. And then if we scroll down a bit more, I've got actual, the actual specific titles or ideas of what I'm going to be sharing, right? So we're going to go to Wednesday, April 21 here. All right, I'm sharing conversion.ai, this tool that I'm using. I'm going to teach you a little bit about that, and you're watching this video right now. And then what I want to do here is look at the Monday post that's coming up. So I'm going to be talking about the 5 benefits of having a content strategy. I want to write a post about that on LinkedIn, and that ties in with my theme of business strategy. Okay, so now that I know what I'm going to write, let's get into the act of writing. Okay, so let's open up conversion.ai. If you've never seen it before, essentially this is a think of it as your copywriting assistant. Okay, so one myth, I guess, or misunderstanding people have about AI software is that it will do the entire thing for you. Like people think, oh, if I just put in a topic or something and I hit the right button, that the tool will write the whole article for me, and with references and everything else, and it doesn't do that, right? So basically, let's dispel that myth for now. What it does, it really acts as your assistant, and it gives you a way to brainstorm really quickly, because it's pulling from a database of knowledge and content that's been fed to it, right? And so the creators of this particular tool have said something like they have about 10% of the internet in there. I don't know how accurate that is. And essentially they're just constantly feeding content, that's on the web into this tool. What it does, it then, based on what you feed it in terms of context and topics and keywords, it then generates recommended. It basically starts writing for you, right? But you'll see that it doesn't give you the full thing. Like, it's not going to give you the entire social media post and you're done, right? So let's go. We're going to do social media. So we're going to go to marketing, or maybe what I'll use is just for social media. For LinkedIn, what I find is useful is going to click on blog and then going to the blog post outline. You could even do blog post topic ideas. So we went into here, right? Company name, you don't really need to, like, it's telling you need a company name, but you can sort of think of this as, if you're not writing about a company, you might write about a topic, right? So I just say content strategy, and we want to think about, okay, what about content strategy? Okay, so I'm going to copy this topic that I had in mind in here that I'm going to write about. I put it into there. Try that, and then we can also specify what audience we're targeting here, or we're writing for. So we can say, okay, we're writing for entrepreneurs or business owners, freelancers, or even agency owners. Okay, and then you can also specify a tone of voice, right? So you might say, you want it to be witty, funny. You could even try things like Kevin Hart. Put people's random names in there to test what the AI would do. You can play around with that. We can just leave it blank. Depends on and this is really good for when you know what your tone of voice is for your writing. You can really put it in there and specify that, right? Professional versus casual. Like, I like my tone of voice to be conversational, typically. All right. And then you can give examples here, like, okay, 5 benefits of having content strategy, like so. And then what we can do is choose, let's do 5 outputs, and we're just telling it to give us 5 variations of ideas, right? So let's generate the AI content. It's now giving us, okay, this is potential topic ideas, right, for this post we're going to write. So it's giving us 3 reasons why business owners should focus on content strategy, the importance of content strategy, 9 benefits of using a content strategy, the content strategy myth. I like that. That gives us an alternate angle or perspective, right? So it gives us a controversial angle to write about, or how to start a content strategy. So any of these can work. If you're not happy with any of those, if you can click the button, generate AI content. It's going to give us another 5 more. And if you do like any of these, like I'm thinking, here you go, how to find content ideas, writer's block, how to overcome it, how to create a content strategy, best practices of content strategy, the importance, right? I like these 3 reasons why business owners should focus. So I can add that to my favorites. I can also, I like the alternative one. So let me just go back to the content strategy myth. That's a really good headline, because I could just grab someone's attention and go, wait, what's the myth? So we can use any of those. Now I'm going to take these 3 reasons and I'm going to copy that to clipboard. And now I'm going to flip over to the blog post topic ideas tool, right? The blog post outline in here. So you can see this is one I did previously, 7 benefits of building a personal brand. It basically gave me a whole list of different benefits that I could use. And if you actually go to my LinkedIn, you can actually see that post from last week. So let's go 3 reasons why business owners should focus on content strategy. And let's click on generate AI content. So this tool is really used for creating lists, right? So if you give it like a number of points that you want from it for your content, for your social media post, it will then give you right here, like I've asked for 3 reasons. Now it's giving me 3 reasons. Okay, so content is the foundation of your online marketing strategy. There's a lot to know about the strategy and can be overwhelming at first, but you'll soon get there. Supportive business owners understand what the customers want. Okay, that's not so great. Content is a new currency of marketing. It's cheaper to produce content than it is to buy advertising. That's a good one. Customers are more likely to purchase from you if they know, like, and trust you. Okay, I like that. I'm going to favorite that one. Okay, so as you can see, it really, it's just saved me a whole bunch of time researching Google and looking for different ideas on what should I be putting into this post. And by extension, you can actually, if you're thinking of writing an article, a longer form article, you could use this exactly the same way, right? This will form the outline for your article or your listicle type posts, right? So you can say, okay, content is the backbone of your business. It's not just about writing content; it's about what you're saying and how you say it. You don't have to be a writer to create great content. Okay, content marketing drives leads and sales. Great way to build a relationship with customers. I like that one. All right, so we can try a few more outputs. All right, so let's try that again. Sometimes it takes a couple of goes to really come up with this. So let's see what it's done. Okay. Consistently producing new content will help you reach more people and grow your audience. Great. Content strategy can be a competitive advantage. Great. You need to be where your customers are. It's about creating a better customer experience. Okay, so this has given us some ideas. All right, so what I'm going to do now is, let's say, I'll just use this here as an example. All right, example post. Okay, so I will take this headline or topic. Okay, I'm going to put it in here. 3 reasons why business owners should focus on content strategy. Okay, I'm going to copy the ones that I like. So I like competitive advantage. Okay, let's take those 2. Let's put those in here. All right. So you can have a notepad open or whatever it is. I'm using Notion. That's my go-to tool right now. Where are the ones I've put okay, here it is. Cheaper to produce content than to buy advertising. Customers more likely to purchase if you don't know. Okay, that's a good one. There. And then I think there might be okay, here. So there is content marketing. All right, I like those 2 here. So we can now expand this from, I had it set as 3, we can make it 5, right? Reasons. Drive leads and sales. Great way to build a relationship with customers. Okay, so there's 5 different points, right? Now, you could just use those, that's your list, right? So you can literally just take that list, and that could be the basis of your post, and you can just copy and paste that as the actual post. But I want to expand on each one of these points, right? So let's do this. Okay. Maybe I should have done this in Notepad. It's probably easier than in Notion, but that's all right. We're in it, so let's run with it. Okay. 3, 4, 5. But I think there was one about ads. It's probably going to be a better. Okay, here. Cheaper to produce content than it is to buy advertising. Okay, so let's put that there. I'm going to take that comment and I'm going to put it under this know, like, and trust, because that, I think that's a good like point or sub sentence to go with that particular point, right? So let's do that. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to take that first subtopic, if you will. So each of these now I want to expand on that sentence and put a paragraph underneath it, right? So we've got the title, okay, and we can do different variations of that and try and get it more punchier. I did a previous post about headlines, so have a look at that post on headlines on LinkedIn, where I talked about, you know, here are 5 different ways to go about doing creating a compelling headline. But for now, I'm just going to take that particular bullet point and I'm going to come back into Conversion AI. And what I want to do is use the content improver. Okay, so I just choose this. Let's delete what was there before. I'm going to paste that in there. All right, so what we're saying is, okay, hey, Jarvis, which is the name that's unofficial name that's been given to this tool, give me some a couple of sentences around this particular point. All right, so we're going to flesh out the idea even more. Right, consistently producing new content will help you reach more and grow. Okay, great. So let's say I want that. We're going to stick with the same tone, and I'm going to generate some ideas. So Jarvis is going to give me, the AI is going to give me some expansion on that particular thought, right? So, okay, so when you consistently produce new content, more people will find out about your account and follow it. In order to keep growing our following on social media, we use too long and I don't like it. All right, so producing new content will help you reach more people and grow your audience. There's nothing wrong with a little repetition, but the trick to growing your following is consistently producing new content. You know how people say consistency is the key to success? Well, they're right. Consistently producing new content will help you grow your audience. Content is king. It just so happens that you're an emperor. Consistently, okay. Because, all right. So let's try help you reach more people. Will help you grow your audience, because I'm just going to change the phrasing on this a little bit, because I want Jarvis to give me some reasons why this is useful. Okay, and so I click on generate. Here, this. You're not just pushing out new content, you are establishing your voice as an authority in a niche market. The best way to grow is by consistently producing new and engaging content. You want people coming back for more because of how interesting it all feels, so they'll tell their friends about what you've created. That's why the old saying, out with the old, doesn't ring true when we talk about creativity. If anything, making sure that there will be fresh material on tap every time someone visits your blog or website boosts its chances at becoming something worth following. So I like that. Okay, so that gives me more something more useful and elaborates on why we even want to be more consistent with producing content, right? So I'm going to paste that in there, right? And then what you may notice is sometimes the grammar isn't great, and so you can actually like use a grammar tool. I'm using like Grammarly Pro. There's also a free version you can use, and it actually will recommend updates on that. Okay, so that's good. Then we can go to the next. Let's go to the next point. Your content strategy can be a competitive advantage, right? So let's go. And I always like to add like a because at the end, right? So then it gives what I want the AI to come back with some reasons, right, behind that claim or making a claim. So what's the reason? Okay, so let's try that. How is having a content strategy a competitive advantage? Okay, so that's the question that we're trying to answer with this particular section of the post. Your business needs to stay fresh and updated in order to track, but you don't have enough time or resources on your team. Luckily, if you were okay, no, I don't like that. That's more of a sales type thing. Okay, this doesn't just mean blog posts evolved into videos, infographics. They are like mailing. Okay, that's a bit more, a bit better. Okay, it can help you stand up because it puts your company in control of how its messages are sent and received. I like that. That's a good one. That's a compelling reason for us to have a content strategy, right? Because we want to control the messages that are being sent and received, right? To some degree. There's something in there that we could pull and extract. I'm going to try let's try some more ideas. But for now, I'm going to copy and paste that into here. Now remember, we're creating a LinkedIn post, so we don't want this to be too long. We're not doing a full long form article, though we could, but for this exercise, we're talking about social media content, right? Can help you stand out. Your brand identity is your most valuable asset. So it's important to invest in a strong content strategy that will keep customers coming back more. Okay. Because you're not just thinking about what your customers are looking for, but also how they want to consume it. The strategy should be flexible and creative. Okay, that's gold. All right. So let's copy that one across. Let's add it there. Right. And then we can do number 3. What happened here? Okay, customers more likely to purchase from you. They know, like, and trust you. Let's see what Jarvis tells us if we just put that as a statement, right? Okay, would you rather buy from someone who's not as accessible or can't answer the phone? Neither would your customers. Create lasting relationships with potential and current clients, but giving them a face to put on their content now. It's not enough for you to just be in the customer site. They also need to know who you are. If customers don't know your name and what makes you different, content helps customers to know, like, and trust you when, right? So let's just reframe this statement a little bit and give Jarvis a different direction to go in, okay? Because content is important for customers to get more interested in you and know what your values are. Content can help establish a connection with other people, which then leads them into trusting you better. It's also great at showing who the company really stands for, so that they're less likely to be suspicious of any dishonest activity or disagreements among peers. The more content you have available, the better. Content is a great way to help people know, like, and trust your business. The trick is with this, though, there are no set rules what actually constitute as good or useful. So it's very much up to the, okay. This one we could do something here. The more engaging and creative you are when writing copy for anything from product descriptions to customer service emails, so the engaging and creative is helpful. But I like, let's get a few more. This one's good here. Okay. It's about showing your values, right? So that's the point we want to make here. We can talk about content can help establish connection. It's also great at showing who the company stands for, showing who the company really serves and is best suited for, so that they're less likely. Okay, I don't need the rest of that. That's not useful. But so you can edit out, things that don't make sense, or like really we're using it to speed up the thinking process. Okay, so content can help establish connection of people, which leads them to trusting you better. It's also great showing what your values are, who you serve best, and provide real examples of or case studies of successful clients, right? It's a great way to build a relationship. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so we've now got, I mean, that's long enough for LinkedIn, I think. We could continue on 4 and 5. I won't do that just in the interest of time, but we can then essentially take that, go into LinkedIn. And you remember, there's really a short character limit for posting content on LinkedIn. Twitter's even less, but this is where I'm active, so I'm going to show you. So I'm copying and pasting that into there. LinkedIn's telling me I'm already over the character limit. Okay, so now we can just fix this up, and that's just a case of trimming, right? And you may spend a few minutes on just editing this to make it sound more like you, fixing grammar issues, right? So okay, this will go new engagement. If you want to come back for more, I would delete that there. Okay. Let's get rid of that paragraph. Good, good, good. Okay, so, and then I always like to wrap up, let's come back to 3 reasons, and then you can put some dots here, or you can say, okay, so which of these reasons are most compelling for you? All right, and then you do your hashtags, right? So you can do content strategy, etc., whatever. All right, so there's the entire post. That's ready to go, right? So you can post that. We created that, really quickly. I'd say within, like once you get into a flow of that, to brainstorm the ideas, come up with the outline, literally took a couple of minutes, and then to go through and have it like do each. Take each bullet point and expand on that. Again, added a couple of minutes. So we did this entire thing, I'd say within 15 minutes. Bit slower because I was explaining the process to you, but you can get it down to, getting your posts up within 10, 15 minutes really quickly, right? So what I would recommend is you can then batch that, right? Once you have your content plan and okay, these are the topics I'm going to be writing about or sharing on each day, you could really schedule, a couple of hours block, and you could sit down and use Jarvis to essentially produce each one of those social media posts, and then you'd have that ready to go, and you'd have your entire week's social media posts written and ready to go within a matter of a couple of hours. And all you need to do then is just to schedule that out so it goes out every single day. So that's just a quick recap what we did. All right, so we used the content. Let's go here. We used the blog post topic ideas tool to come up with different ideas for what. So we started with an idea or a concept or a keyword that we wanted to write about. We used this tool, the blog post topic ideas, to flesh out variations of that. Okay, and it gave us some really good suggestions. And then we picked one. We then went into the blog post outline tool, and that created a list of different points we could talk about. And then from there, we then use the content improver. We took each one of those bullet points and put it into the content improver to expand on each point and give us the actual paragraphs, right? So using all those 3 tools within Conversion AI, that gave us the social media posts, and we did that within 15 to 20 minutes, okay? So really quick, really good way to save some time and get your consistency going, right? And that's what it's really all about. So now if you want to have a go at using this tool, we can basically you can get a free 5-day trial of conversion.ai and a bonus 10,000 credits, which basically equates to 10,000 words if you sign up for one of their paid plans. Their paid plans start off with $27 USD. So $27 USD per month. I have another video that I've done which basically goes through how to use AI to write a long form article. So we're talking, 1,000 to 2,000, 3,000 words, and do that within a matter of a few hours, right? Which used to take me days to do. But now imagine being able to write a really great, article, thought leadership type piece or whatever it may be about what you do and how you serve your clients and your community, and do that with AI. There is a demo of that tool on my website. So if you go to simplecreativemarketing.com and go to the blog section, actually it might be on a podcast, but I'll drop a link in here anyway. You can go and check that out if you are interested in using the tool not only for social media posts but also for writing articles. It's really powerful for that. Like I'm telling you, like this has been a game changer for me and my business and the work that I'm doing with my clients as well. So head over to the link that you can see on the screen, and grab the free 5-day trial of the tool. And like I say, if you do decide to upgrade, you can get the 10,000 credits as well, because the $27 plan has a word limit, and then they also have a $99 per month unlimited plan, which is one I'm on, and that's only available until May 1. So from May 1, the price goes up. All right, and so if you want to take advantage of that, if you use the link on the screen, you actually that will take you to the page anyway, and you can check it out there. And if you have any questions at all about using the tool or anything about content strategy, content marketing, let me know in the comments, and more than happy to help you out. Okay, thanks for joining today, and I hope you found this demo quite useful, and I hope you go and actually go play with it and use it, and then let me know how it's changed, writing for you, because it's definitely had a great impact on me and some other people that I've been collaborating with. All right, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you real soon.